Hi everyone, George Man 1999 here to doing something a little different. I wanted to do a video on my thoughts on the PlayStation 2 game Budokai Tenkaichi 2 What If Story Fateful Brothers. The reason I wanted to do this is because I plan to make a movie about this, and I wanted to talk about my gripes and my liking, like what I like about this What If Story. I watched it a bunch of times, and I have like it a lot. I like the premise of it. What's trying to emphasize. But the thing is, there's a lot of things about it that I don't understand, and a lot of things I don't really agree with, and that's why the movie, if I ever make it, hopefully I will. I'm working on it. Won't be 100% like this story. I'll borrow some lines from this. I mean, there's some really good lines in there. But so this pretty much, I'm just going to talk about this story and everything before I start playing the story. I'm not showing off the game. I'm just showing off the story. I'm playing off all the cutscenes. Where Raditz, Goku, and all these other characters are talking to each other. And I'm gonna every time I have something to say, I'm gonna pause the video. So I'm gonna just play the audio. I'm recording my voice using an audio recording software I have, and we will start my discussion on this. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else I can say before I can add to this. Oh yeah, maybe when the movie does come out, it will come out around late summer, because this is a really hard movie to do because Raditz only has 5 episodes, a few flashbacks. I think it's gonna be very hard to do. I mean, maybe even impossible. Who knows? That's why I want him to come back. I mean, at least for something. That episode 76 was bullshit. So he was there for 2 scenes. He wasn't even speaking or even moving. He was just standing there, and then he dies anyway. So I made a reaction video with that. Because the reason I like Raz, but the point is hopefully he could have done something more. I could have used that for my movie, but no, I can't. Virtually nothing I can use from that movie, from that episode. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started playing this this story, and when I cropped everything out, it's about 13 minutes to story. I mean, with cutscenes. So let's get started.
Brokers for the evil tyrant Frieza. In this capacity, Raditz came to Earth, but in the battle with Piccolo, his memory was lost. His mission forgotten, the Saiyan soon found himself enjoying the company of his new family. Now, with his memory slowly returning, Raditz has been thrown into turmoil. And with the threat of Vegeta and Nappa's arrival looming ever closer, he must at last make a choice. Overconfident in his own power, Raditz suffered a devastating blow from the Namekian warrior, Piccolo.
Alright, this is something I never understood when I watched this. They said Raditz was overconfident and he got hurt by Piccolo. Well, in the original story, Raditz was already overconfident. And Raditz, from what I know, cannot suppress his power. The only one who could have done that, I think, was Vegeta. And I guess Nappa. Raditz didn't really have like a high power. He charge up or anything. Not that I remember. He didn't do that in the show. So that makes no sense to me. How the hell did Piccolo hurt Raditz? I mean, Raditz was like, even if you want to go by the manga power level of 1200, I mean, he is over. And when Piccolo's wearing weights, Raditz is over 4 times stronger than Piccolo. And if you include the 1500, he's even more. 5 times stronger. So, I mean, this makes no sense. I mean, that made no sense to me. Anyway, let's continue.
Backed into a corner, Raditz unleashed his fighting creatures, the Cybermen, to aid him in his fight. Be careful. They're even more vicious than they look.
The thing is also with this, Raditz having Cybermen with him, that makes no sense either. The reason why is, it doesn't make sense because the thing is, the Cybermen are about as powerful as Raditz. So, I don't see the point of him having a Cyberman here. I mean, I understand he needs help in the fight, but the thing is, this scene makes no sense in general. So, I mean, I guess it's just kind of like it's kind of just going falling down. Not really a good way to start off things. To Raditz to use a Cyberman. I mean, I don't know. That made no sense to me. But anyway, let's continue here.
What? What are they? Powerful powerful though the Cybermen were, Piccolo proved to be an even match.
This makes even less sense. Like I said, the Cybermen are over 4... Now, okay, he's not wearing weights when you're watching this clip, so, I mean, the Cyberman is still over 3 times stronger than Piccolo is by himself. How the hell is Piccolo to be an even match? Now, unless, like, this somehow takes place many years later, but still, I mean, how many years ago was Raditz came back? 3 years later. I mean, they didn't increase that much since then. I mean, they increased by, like, a couple, like, for example, like, when Goku fought Piccolo without weights, he was probably around 50 power numbers less or something. They didn't increase that much. Back then, Dragon Ball, they were not increasing hugely like they do in Super and then they were in Z after the Saiyan invasion. So this shit makes no sense. Excuse my language, but it makes no sense that Piccolo would be able to get into an even match with the Cybermen. That just absolutely makes no sense to me. And it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know if you agree with you have to agree with me on that one. It just doesn't make sense.
Is that all you've got? Suddenly, the Cybermen halted their attack on Piccolo. They swarmed Raditz as they prepared to self-destruct. John, you must be defective.
Now, this one that does make somewhat sense. The Cybermen are not very smart creatures, so they'll do stupid shit like that to attack their own, and Raditz was weakened. But if Raditz was weakened by Piccolo, who was fucking 300-something, 322, that should have killed him. Raditz must have been really weak in this special, or Piccolo must have been OP. I understand it, but yeah, Raditz should have died if that was the case. If he was that weakened by Piccolo, and he's dying already, yeah, that would have killed him. And he doesn't die, obviously, but, people, pretty much everyone knows what this special is. Anyone who's in my channel, for the most part, knows what this special is. I'm not spoiling anything. But anyway, let's continue.
And thus, Raditz was defeated by his own Cybermen. Later, as Raditz drifted through darkness, a light awakened him. Where am I? Having hid his head, Raditz's memories were lost. His mission forgotten, he began to wander the earth.
Now, this makes somewhat sense. For him to lose his memory is a good... I like that plot line. It works. The thing is, I'm nitpicking here, but they say he hit his head. The Cyberman blew up in his face. That's not really hitting his head. Now, Raditz collapses. Yeah, but Raditz was already freaking knocked out. I mean, it blew up already. Like, when you're blown up, who cares? I mean, you are unconscious. So, yeah, I mean, they could have just said, the explosion may have messed his head up or something, instead of killing him. They could have just said that, but like I said, this is just, they make so many issues with this. But anyway, let's continue here. We're only 2 minutes in, and I'm getting really upset. But I do like this special overall, I'll be honest with you, but let's continue here. Now this makes sense, because Goku looks like Bardock, and Raditz may have some memory of his father. So that makes sense to me when he appears on this. This makes sense. That works. It makes perfect sense to me. It works perfectly fine. So let's continue here.
Father? You mean Goku? So, you're still alive. Piccolo! Help me! Stop, Piccolo! He's too weak to fight you. See? He's scared. Fools, have it your way. I'll just have to fight you instead.
Oh, excuse me. I thought I mispaused it almost. This made somewhat sense, but they say Raditz lost his memory. So I guess it's selective memory. I mean, he remembers getting kicked in the ass by Piccolo. And if he would remember that, he would remember his mission. I guess. Anyway, I could see why. If he has selective memory and he guess he remembers that, he would be afraid. It makes sense. Raditz is not really, he wasn't a he's a coward compared to Vegeta and Nappa. So I do see this kind of working out. It does make a little bit sense. Yes. Let's continue here.
You'll pay for this, Goku. I'll kill you.
Hey, are you okay? Don't worry, I'll get him back someday.
Doc.
Hey, Goku, I think he's lost his memory. Oh well, we'll let him rest a bit. It'll come back to him sooner or later. Oh man, laid back as usual.
Now, this would make sense. I mean, I played Shadow the Hedgehog, and memories do come back and all this. And that game was garbage anyway. But yeah, memories come back. But the thing is, with Saiyans, and they're trying to simulate Goku losing his memory. Goku lost his memory for good until Raditz told him his everything, and Master Roshi clarifying everything. So I guess Raditz's brain, it's not as altered, as memory's not as altered as Goku. Maybe that's why he remembers Piccolo, so I guess that makes even more sense. But still, they're trying to say like Goku is losing his memory, so it doesn't make sense though. But anyway, let's continue. But yeah, it's getting better though. Actually, I'll be honest, the story's getting better so far.
Unbelievable! Why do I have such power?
I guess the next time a bad guy comes along, you'll be able to take care of yourself.
You think so? This time I'm gonna finish you off!
Now, a recurring theme that goes on with this story is that Piccolo appears too many fucking times to attack Raditz and Goku and Raditz. I understand what the fuck is his issue, because Goku kicked his ass in Dragon Ball and he walked the fucking way. I understand what is with Piccolo in this story, that he comes back multiple fucking times and it really irritates me. I like Piccolo, but in this story, he irritates me. He keeps fucking coming off like, I'm gonna kick your ass! I'm like, relax. And Goku training with Raditz, it's good. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Goku is that kind of person. Because he can't train Gohan, right? So he's training with Raditz, so that makes sense.
He's back!
Don't let him scare you. You can take him. You're not a weakling anymore, remember?
That's right! I'm Raditz, and I'm no weakling!
I like this. This was really good, because Raditz, if you watch Team 4 Story and all these other things, who make fun of him for being a weakling, and then in the show they make fun of him. And I guess Raditz does remember this. He's starting to remember it, because his memory is recovering, I guess, because he's not like Goku's memory. Because I guess his head is not as, damaged as Goku's was when that, But yeah, I like that Raditz is pissed when he hears weakling. He gets triggered by that word. It pisses him off, and he says, I am no weakling! That's good. That's very good. I like that about this this story, man. That Raditz is not a weakling, and he's trying to improve himself. And I like that. I really like that.
Incredible! I did it! I did it, Kakarot! I won!
Yeah, but my name's Goku, though.
Right. Time to finish this.
That's enough, Raditz. He's learned his lesson.
But it's kill or be killed.
Is that what you really think? If you act like that, you're no better than he is.
This makes sense as well, what Goku's telling Raditz. He told this to Vegeta many times in the Namek Saga, and I think many times after, I'm sure. Raditz's memory and his power is coming back, so I guess it's slowly his memory's coming back. So Raditz, after being pissed off by Piccolo, I would understand that he's pissed, but he's not fully back into his to himself. So he's Goku, and Goku's influence is kind of rubbed off on him, and so he's like Goku tells him you don't do this kind of thing. Don't be like him. Be better than him. Be the better man. So I like that. The relationship between Goku and Raditz is very good in this story.